Hello, I'm Francesca Dego. I'm a violinist, and I'll be the soloist in Mendelssohn's gorgeous Violin Concerto with the London Symphony Orchestra. Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto is really kind of the perfect piece, the perfect concerto. I think it's so balanced. In the words of Joachim, it's the most intimate concerto of the great romantics. It's the heart's jewel, and I completely agree. It opens with this iconic theme that, because it's so famous and so iconic, is also, I think, one of the scariest bits to perform of the whole concerto. And I think one of the most incredible things about this concerto, this genius moment, is when this theme comes back in the recapitulation, but the violin doesn't play it anymore. At the end of the cadenza, there's like this moment of homage, almost to Bach. It reminds me of Bach's Chaconne, where these arpeggios go into what is actually the accompaniment, and then the orchestra takes over the theme, and it's just such a magical moment. One of the most extraordinary things about this piece is just how original and how gorgeous the melodies are. So you begin with this incredible theme, the first theme of the first movement, and when you think it can't get any better, then he comes up with a second theme, which goes like this. Then the woodwinds take over again. So what I really love about this piece is you can play your heart out. And yes, I think there's a balance to it and a serenity that maybe is, it has just a different feel in other concertos. There are not many moments of drama and angst and turmoil in this concerto. It's really about joy and love and tenderness, and as Joachim put it, it's intimate, it's this heart's jewel. So it's also the only concerto at the time of the repertoire to have this flowing structure where every movement goes seamlessly into one another. And I think that also just gives it this perfect duration, just this balance of ideas and musical emotions that anybody can connect with. I think that's what makes it a real audience favorite and favorite for every player. The third movement of the concerto is pure fireworks. I think, again, this balance between pure virtuosity in this concerto and music is what makes it so perfect. There's no real showing off, but it just happens anyway because it's just so full of joy, and it explodes in this merry, happy, exciting jewel of a last movement. It has to be really, really light. I think Mendelssohn often uses this light, off-the-string, bouncy character in his writing for string instruments. I'm thinking, for instance, of the Italian Symphony, of the Salterello, or the scherzo movements from the trios, for instance. And he does this same bouncy staccato character, and very, very fast, very light, and again, kind of moving, finding his own voice amongst the Romantic composers, never going into the really heavy style of some of his contemporaries. And I think that's what makes it really so special. It's very difficult to find a favorite moment in this concerto because, as I said, I just think it's is perfect. It's perfect in every way. I really think when the violin gets to the second theme in the first movement, it's one of the most special and touching moments. And especially since the soloist, arrives to a pedal of a long note, and you hear the theme for the first time in the woodwinds and then take it over. And so you kind of get there, and it's a moment to relax and actually make chamber music with the orchestra and listen and then give each other ideas while discovering this beautiful theme. So I think that's certainly one of my favorite places. But yes, I think I enjoy performing the last movement so much in this concerto because it's just this moment you let go and have a lot of fun and want to make sure everybody else listening is having a lot of fun too. Where I'm concerned, I've performed it a lot. It's one of the pieces I've played the most throughout my career, and it's accompanied me through every stage of life. I debuted it at 18, and so since then I can associate it to so many important moments for me in growing as a musician and as a human being. And so it's just so special to be able to play it for my Barbican debut with the Yellow.